Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is SarahElizabeth, and in today's video we are starting on our spring cleaning to get the house ready for the spring and summer months ahead. So if you're ready to get a few projects done, maybe do some spring cleaning yourself, or whether you're just here for the motivation, go ahead and keep watching and let me know down in the comments below what you're working on. Let's get it done together. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a quick minute and show you my son's room and what we're going to be targeting and cleaning today for spring. There's a lot that needs to get done. Basically all the furniture, laundry to be done, everything's going to move away from the walls, everything's going to come down, and I'm going to wash the walls like I typically do. This includes the light fixtures, the vents, the baseboards, all that good stuff. Closets. Normally I would do a declutter as well, but I did that pretty recently in his room. Other than that, clothes wise, I've donated a lot, so nothing that needs to be decluttered or reorganized, but definitely a lot to be cleaned today. So let's go ahead and jump into his room. So first things first, let me know how everybody's doing down below in the comments. I love being able to chat with you guys. I cannot believe that we are heading towards the end of February. I'm accomplishing a lot of what needs to be done during the weekends and my February break for right now. If you're new to my channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is SarahElizabeth, aka just Sarah. I do a lot of cleaning and organizing here on this channel. I do some decluttering, lifestyle, motherhood routine videos, things like that. I do work Monday through Friday. I'm a registered nurse full-time. I do school nursing, which is why I'm mentioning February break, April break. In case you hear me say that on my channel, that is the reason why. So typically during this time, especially in February, I like to get the house settled for spring. These videos and the amount of cleaning that I'm doing, because I'm trying to make it more manageable for myself this year, I'm going to go ahead and do that over the course of a couple of weekends, so it should definitely carry me into March. But if you are new here, remember to say hello down below in the comments, and I hope that you enjoy the content. So I've just been wiping down the walls and the furniture. It's just really hot water, a very small cap full of Fabuloso, and some Dawn soap. So what you see me doing here is just quickly vacuuming the floors as well. I like to move out the furniture and vacuum it and then put it back, because this is an area I won't typically reach because the bed is there. So I like to break apart the rooms into sections. Let me know what you guys do when you're cleaning your space. Do you do all the walls at once, all the furniture at once? Or do you kind of break it apart by sections as well? Let me know. So I have a quick outfit change here, and that's because on this particular day that I was filming, it was in the mid to high 50s, and literally the next day when you see me working in the guest bedroom, it was snowing and rain. It was in the high 30s. So you never know in New England, but I got really hot, so I wanted to change because I was getting sweaty. My son's room gets really hot and then it gets really cold. So I'm just tackling the windows here. Typically I take them down and clean the outside too, but the screens are kind of ripped, and there's just a few things we need to do to upkeep the windows. But what I wanted to do, in addition to me dancing, especially for springtime, is take the books out of his bookcase, dust everything, wash everything up before putting it back. This way, everything in his room I know will have been deeply cleaned, reset, refreshed. The only things I have to wait to do is to change out the drapes to put his light curtains on for the spring and summer, but that's when the weather settles and it starts being warmer consistently. I'll probably make that change, and then of course using my carpet cleaner, that'll be probably for the next video. I didn't get to film it this round, but that's okay. Just before I jump into washing the walls and finishing up his section of the room, I just wanted to show you guys the actual dust that accumulated on here. Obviously, it's been a hot minute since I've cleaned. Keep in mind, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when I'm washing walls and stuff like that, I typically do it twice a year where I go in, really wash it hot water, sometimes Dawn soap and Fabuloso, and I like to get the dirt and stuff off. Now, we've had pretty mild days so far. So what you won't see me do in the later part of this video is wash the carpet. That is upcoming, but I need it to be slightly warmer, so I think later this week it will be. So that'll be in a separate video. But for the most part, the entirety of his room is going to be done, minus washing the carpet, but I do need to assemble my carpet cleaner. So later on this week when it's warmer, I'll finish up in that respect. So I'm just removing the pictures off of the walls, giving them a quick dust, and then I'll be washing everything up. We're planning on redoing my son's room. We've had it set up as the nursery for a while. We transitioned him from his crib to a toddler bed, toddler bedroom, kind of changed things up. I want to change up the photos as well. He's expressed an interest in airplanes, automobiles, things like that, but he also loves his superheroes. So he wants a combination of both, so my husband and I are trying to work out the best way to do that for him, just to kind of change it up. We're not moving him to a big boy bed like his regular full-size / queen size. We're not sure what we're going to do yet. We're not moving him into that bed yet. I don't think that he's ready, but definitely by the time he's 3.5, 4 years old, we'll probably make that switch. But for now, I just want to keep the room as clean and as allergen-free as possible. He does suffer from allergies, and with spring and the weather being warmer, I'm trying to minimize all of that. So we very rarely open all of the windows, but I like washing down the walls and washing down the furniture because dust and especially pollen seem to travel everywhere. I don't know about where you guys live, but for us, it finds a way. So I do like to wipe everything down.
Interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you, but my heart's all tied up.
All right, so my son's room is officially springtime ready, minus the carpet. Like I said, when it's a little bit warmer this week, just so I can allow it sufficient time to dry when he's at daycare, I'm gonna wash the carpet with the Bissell machine that I was able to get for Christmas. One of my favorite gifts. I'm super excited to use it. So I'll definitely have that probably, hopefully in this video, if not in another. But this is what it looks like. Just remember when you're doing your springtime cleaning, if you really want to do a deep clean, I always suggest cleaning your walls, your moldings, radiators, light fixtures, things that you don't normally clean. We know a lot of us dust the furniture, we change the sheets, things like that. So obviously include that, but don't feel that you need to do it all in one shot. Like I said, I got the majority of his room done, but the carpet I'm saving for last. So make it doable, break it apart into small tasks, but room number 1 is complete. All right, so day 2, and we are moving on into the guest bedroom. So if you guys are returning viewers to my channel, you may know that I decluttered and deep cleaned the closet, and you'll be happy to know that not much has changed. So this room was on camera not that long ago, so it's not incredibly messy. It was more so a lot of clutter. All of this has remained the same, yay, just to show I didn't go backfill it or anything like that. But the room in and of itself does need to be cleaned and just kind of freshened up for spring, especially, you know, the summer months ahead and stuff like that. So this is what it's looking like right now. There's a lot of green in this room, which I love the color green. It's my favorite. I did get this to put on the wall. I feel like it's probably going to be too much. So what I'm decided to do, I'll swap out the curtains. I never really loved these to begin with, I'm going to be honest with you. They are slightly darker off camera. But what I'm going to do, I found some linen ones that are more like a off-white beigey color that I'm going to hang up. I'm going to move the curtain rod up a little bit more, and I'm going to hang those up for the summer and just kind of keep it somewhat neutral in here. I've still not had a chance to go shopping for some of the decor, but this painting will go up, the curtains will be different, and I'm going to have some different textures on the walls and stuff just to make it a smidgen more boho. And then my plan is still to have the blanket ladder there, but we'll see, maybe a mirror, I'm not sure yet. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and get this deep cleaned. So day 2, I'm just moving all the furniture, dusting, taking everything off, and of course washing the walls. I've said it before, I actually really love the guest bedroom. It is one of my favorite rooms in the house. There's something about the coloring and everything just makes it peaceful. So I really can't wait to finish this room. I plan to go shopping in the next 2 days with my mom. We're going to hit up Home Goods and Marshalls, and I'll see if I can find a few more items, not only for spring, but to just finish up the guest bedroom. I finally ordered my curtains. They're going to be white linen that's coming in, and I'm going to move the curtain rod, like I mentioned, a little bit higher up, and I think it's going to just give the room a different feel, a different look. I still am not 100% settled on the wall art, like I mentioned, but I know I'll probably just figure it out, and it's all good. But I don't know about anybody else. I just can't believe springtime is coming. I know I'm talking about springtime decor, and obviously I'm doing my spring cleaning. I just can't believe how quickly this winter passed for us and how quickly the months are already flying. The fact we're going to be in March in literally a week is just insane to me. Especially as a school nurse, March is a very long month for us because we have MCAS and no days off. I am taking a personal day just because we're having some work done in the house, so I have to be home that day. But it's just crazy to me how quickly time is rolling on. But I'm super excited not only to have the house settled, but just for the warmer weather. It'll give me a chance to be outside with my family. It'll give me a chance to be back in the garden. So I'm really happy. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys look forward to most come this spring. Is it the weather? Is it gardening? Is it just being outdoors with your family? Let me know. So I will admit, the guest bedroom, I always joke and say it's the quickest to clean. I feel like this took me the longest time to clean because it was actually a lot of dust and some cobwebs in the high corners on the walls. Not sure how they all got there because I do clean the room fairly regularly when I do like my little routines and stuff, but it was just unbelievable how dusty it got. So yeah, I'm glad that I finally got it done, but I get exhausted. I love, like I said, cleaning, but it is exhausting sometimes, and I was getting a little bit hangry because it was lunchtime during the time that I was finishing up this room. But does anybody else ever feel that way where you know you have to clean and sometimes you enjoy what you're doing, but it's just exhausting? If I could hire help, sometimes I always joke with my husband that I would, just to have somebody help me out, but I also know I'm very particular about how I clean, so I'd probably just re-clean what that person cleaned. It would do me no help. Oh no! Oh no! Mm-mm. Oh hell no! First of all, I'm going to leave this part in the video because I don't even care. You just saw me jump because there's a ton, like there was probably like 8 stink bugs lined up ready to come in. They go towards warmth, however they can find it, whether it's trying to get in a house, nook, or cranny. And these windows all need to be replaced. When they built these homes in this neighborhood, a lot of the windows and different things they put in maybe were not the best quality. Not that best is always best, but these were just like no name, no brand windows that kind of did the job, but things are falling apart. The plastic broke right off as I was trying to open this. I really just wanted to clean the outside of this window because it looks dirty, but there's like 8 of them lined to come in and they fly. I don't want them entering the house. We've done a good job this winter of keeping them out. So I'll probably finish up the outside of these windows on another day, which makes me sad because this one looks really clear and this one looks crappy. But these are on my list to replace anyways. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue cleaning these windows now that I've had a proper scare, so to speak. And yeah, oh my God. All right, so before I go wash this, and I'm just gonna wash it in the sink with some soap and water, you guys can see there's not much in here, but there's definitely a thick layer of dust. This is not something I do too often to clean the light fixtures. I do it during my deep cleans. I think a lot of people are in the same boat with me, but maybe people take them down a little bit more often. But if you're somebody who hasn't taken apart your light fixtures in a while, I would highly recommend it, because a lot of times there's dead bugs that find their way in, obviously, and get trapped, and then there's like there's dust, debris, there's a piece of hair in there. So I'm gonna go wash this, just some Dawn soap, hot water, get it nice and shiny. I'm gonna put it back up and we'll be good to go pretty much for this room. So I just wanted to include a quick shot. This is the after it's been cleaned. To me, you can tell it looks super shiny. What I did was some hot water in my sink with some Fabuloso and just really scrubbed it down with a microfiber cloth, dried it really well, and put it back up. Shiny, it's clean, and we're good to go for the next couple of months. So next, I'm just gonna quickly make the bed, vacuum, and wash the floors. And this is done until I can decide on some finishing touches. All right, my friends, so this is what the guest bedroom looks like when it's completely done. Again, I did all the walls, moldings, I did the vents, the light fixtures, the window. Like I said, I'll have to tackle that when my husband's home. We're missing the screens on here. So definitely a few more projects I have to do. I forgot to film the radiator, but this did get cleaned as well. If you've not seen how I clean the radiators, I'm pretty sure they're in my pre-fall clean with me over on my channel page. If you look, I have a ton of radiator cleaning, of pulling them apart, vacuuming them, etc. But everything basically got done, washed down. So the last finishing touches that I will be doing is either putting that green little portrait thing that I bought here, the painting here, or a blanket ladder, and then putting some different types of textures on the wall. I definitely want something there, and the curtains are going to get changed out. So this room's going to go through quite a bit of change, but for right now, it is very calm, just how I like it, and nice and clean. So on to the next one. All right, so this is the last place that I'm going to be cleaning in today's video. So I cleaned my guest bedroom and then my son's bathroom in one day, just because they are slightly smaller spaces, but there's a lot going on in here that needs to be deep cleaned and stuff like that. So I want to make sure that I get this done, but this is kind of what it's looking like. He's been bathing in the bathtub every single day, so it's definitely due for a nice clean. It's not super dingy or grimy or anything like that, but it needs to be disinfected and clean per usual. Same with here. here. The only thing that's different about this space is I'm going to be doing the walls and moldings. I'm also going to be cleaning out the cabinets and things down here. There's not much clutter down there, but I feel like I really need to kind of wipe it down and get some of the buildup off of the outside and inside. And I'll be trying to get the light fixtures. So fair warning, these don't come off without unscrewing everything. So I'll probably just clean it with the lights off. So it may or may not be on video, but I'm gonna do my best to get this springtime ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so I just wanted to show this real quick before I start washing the walls and moldings and things. This is the dirty water, and this is where the water is supposed to drain out. It doesn't do a very good job, and I said that in my previous video when I did the guest bedroom declutter, clean, organize, all that good stuff a few weeks back. But it still works out for me cleaning the walls. It's compact, and I do love the cleaner. I don't love that it snaps back and forth, but it goes right against the wall. So I'm going to empty out this water, give it a quick clean, and put some more hot water in there with some Fabuloso and some Dawn soap, and we're gonna get to cleaning. So I'm doing things a little bit differently in my son's bathroom. Now typically I'll declutter everything, or I'll start on the little vanity, the mirror, work my way to the toilet and the shower. I did things way differently this time. Now for me, I'll always hit the walls first. I do like to clean that up first. And in this bathroom, I mean, it gets used every day, but it's not a ton of use. It's not like we're running to this bathroom if we need to go. Typically we'll use our master bathroom or the downstairs one just for convenience. But these walls, you know, any bathroom wall is going to have that buildup, that grease that gets on there. So it was really good to scrub it down. So this scrub head that I have on the mop, I actually used it for my son's bedroom, the guest bedroom, and the bathroom, and it is now in the wash. It came with 3 mop heads, so I'll use a different one for another 3 or 4 spaces before I put it in the wash. But again, it's not my favorite setup, this little mop system, but it gets the job done. I do like that it lays flat against the wall, and it seems to absorb quite a bit of dirt and debris. So for that, I'm pretty thankful, but it's not my favorite system. Let me know what you guys use to clean your walls. Do you use something similar? Are you using metal cedar mop or a different wall scrub brush? Let me know. So after I was done with the main cleaning of the shower, I went ahead and took a Lysol wipe, and I'm just wiping down that top silver part as well as around the upper rim of the bathtub. I feel like a lot of times people forget to clean this just because, you know, out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. But it's a good thing to kind of go around and clean that, you know, each time you clean the bathtub or shower, because dirt does build up, as you guys can see. So it's definitely a good thing to clean. So from there, I moved on into the toilet. I'm not using the Clorox and bleach on this today. I'm just using a Lysol wipe because I just used the Clorox and bleach probably about a week and a half ago. So I'm using the Lysol wipes to get the job done today, and just get things clean and ready for my son later on in the night. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to show you from under the sink. So I think I've done pretty gosh darn well. This is what it's pretty much looked like. Maybe I had a little bit more stuff last year, but since I decluttered it last year, and that was in one of my first like in early videos when I first started YouTube. I don't know why this isn't here. This needs to be tossed in the trash. As does Bat Duck. We were trying to save him, but we had a lot of stuff coming out of the bottom. I was just going to fill him with some bleach, kind of let it sit for a little bit, and then probably rinse it back out. We wanted to save it because this was one of my son's first bath toys. But pretty much this is everything that's under my sink. With the exception, I typically will keep the Pink Stuff Miracle Bathroom Foam Cleaner over here, as well as the Lysol wipes. But this is always locked, so I have this nifty little lock that I have on there. My son's yet to figure out how to open this, which is great. And he doesn't really ever try and get in the cabinets or drawers, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just gonna take the microfiber cloth, kind of clean this around in here. Basically, this has some Fabuloso and stuff on there, and just give it a nice clean. Again, it's not ridiculously dirty by any means. It does have some stains previous to us moving in that we've tried to get out, but eventually, you know, my goal is to replace his vanity, but we shall see. But for now, it's pretty clean. I'm just going to basically put everything back in there. And for my son, what we like to keep under the sink, I have some extra sorry about that. Heard a weird sound in the house, don't mind me. I have some extra lotions, powder, Desitin in case he still gets red. We have the Vicks over here, Vapo Steam for the warm mist humidifier. And I also have a saline flush. Don't ask me why. It's one of the perks of being a nurse. We bring some strange things home. So I have that basically sits under the sink in a nice little basket for now. And like I said, with a multi-purpose spray, this sits under here as well, and I just make sure that it's off, and it is, and that's pretty much what it's looking like for right now. Okay, so basically I didn't have much of these hygiene filters left for the baby Frida thing. So I'm gonna toss this. It does work really well. The idea of it always kind of grossed me out. I thought it was a gross concept, but we had the Braun sucker-upper, so to speak, to clear out your baby's passages and stuff. This never really did the trick compared to the nose Frida, but you know, he's well beyond that stage. There's nothing really even left in this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and toss these. For the Braun nose clear upper, I might save it just in case. But for the nose Frida, I find it cheap enough. So basically, I'm just gonna toss that and then clean out the straw really quick. Again, they're not super dirty, but just to better organize this straw, for now I will keep the Braun in here. And I have some baby rub for the Vicks. I don't use the regular Vicks on my son. I haven't since he was born. I just use these, and these work really well. It's eucalyptus, rosemary, aloe vera, and lavender. And this is something I grew up with. I grew up using Vicks and did just fine. It's still my go-to when I'm sick or when my husband's sick. So I'm basically just reorganizing this little cabinet. It's kind of like his sick cabinet. I keep the nasal spray because I think it's a good thing, especially where my son has allergies. This was just over the counter at Walgreens. It works really well. And again, if you have a baby, whether they're a newborn or under a year, just make sure if you're going to be using the Nose Frida or even the automatic the nose clear devices by Braun or whomever, that you lubricate their nose first. Sometimes it's good to squeeze the saline spray up there, and it kind of just clears it out for them. Other than that, I have some soap for my son. In here I have the eardrops that we just finished up in the eye ointment. I'll probably end up tossing, and then some tape. I don't keep too much in here. Like I said, it's kind of a sick time drawer, and then my little plug-in because I need to figure out what scent I'm going to use in this bathroom. So yeah, and the extra medicine cup. So that's going to stay as is. And so one of the last major things I need to clean is this mirror. I'm using the sprayway. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down. Now, I did the light fixtures off camera as well as the vents. I forgot to include that footage, but honestly, I was hungry, I was tired, so my apologies, but just know that they were done. So I just wiped that down, and then I wiped down the countertop as I would during my normal cleaning. I'm just taking the Lysol wipe and really wiping it down. There wasn't much dirt on there. What I see a lot of on this particular countertop is toothpaste, because my son is learning to apply the toothpaste on his toothbrush. He's brushing, he rinses off his toothbrush when he's done, and just things kind of get everywhere. So that's the majority of like dirt that you're actually seeing on this countertop or in the sink. So taking the Lysol wipe to that was good because it does get sticky from that toothpaste. So I was happy to have that done. So definitely always my suggestion to use the Lysol wipes. If you like Clorox and bleach or the pink stuff, it works just as well. And then I actually usually take the sprayway. That's my little tip or trick on the silver or the chrome pieces to give it that extra shine. You spray it on, then wipe it off, and it looks amazing after. Let me know if you've tried that down in the comments. All right, my friends, so this is bringing us to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is the finished product of the bathroom, the guest bathroom / my son's bathroom. Everything's been cleaned from top to bottom, including the light fixtures. I did not include that on film or the vent over here strictly because I was running out of film, but it looks amazing. Everything's been disinfected, deep cleaned. It feels fresh, toilet included, and of course the bathtub. So let it be a reminder to you if you're tackling your spring cleaning like I am. Granted, I've put everything back in here already. Make sure that you do it in doable chunks like I do. It just makes it a lot easier. Although if you have time and you want to tackle a whole house or whole area in a day, I say go for it. More power to you. But this is the finished product, and I will see you guys in part 2 of my spring cleaning series. Bye.